welcome to the first episode of the Fizz and Phys Ed podcast series. I'm Justin O'Brien, Supervisor of Physical Education for Baltimore County Public Schools. This is a new idea we wanted to try. Came to us during the response to COVID when we were doing a lot of screencasts and new ways to distribute information to teachers. So I thought, maybe it's a good idea to start a little podcast and we can talk about different topics or have guests. So we want it to be pretty informal and something that you can just pop in and listen to on your ride home from work, or if you're just sitting in a quiet space in your house, just to kind of take your mind off the day. That's the idea. So it's not a professional development thing or anything along those lines. It's meant to be fun and hopefully somewhat entertaining at times, and just kind of get an idea of what's going on in places outside of your school building. We'll have some guests from out of county. Our first guest lined up is John Robotham. I also want to bring in some of our colleagues, our teachers in Baltimore County. I think it would be good to hear how their year is going and their situations and some things they're doing in their schools that will help everyone that listens. So that's the idea behind this. We'll see how it goes. I know we're excited to get it going and get some episodes out. So please enjoy. The topic for today is the word new. It's a new podcast series. And I'm sure, as all of you know, this is a new school year with very new reality. It's not like it used to be when we were teaching before COVID. It's just been a crazy start to the year in many cases. We have masks, we have social distance protocols, we have hand washing procedures. We're trying to be outside as much as possible. When you're inside, you're limited in what you can do. Some of you are even limited in space. Some of you may not even have a gym. You're forced to go into a classroom for the time being. So certainly it's a learning process for all of us. I know I've been into a few schools already, and just teaching and interacting with the students while wearing masks is difficult. I'm sure you've experienced that. Your voice probably hurts because it feels like you have to talk a little bit louder to get it through the mask. And I know when I was at a school, hearing the students talk was difficult because they talk very softly to begin with, and now they're muffled by a mask, and it made it extremely difficult to hear what they were saying. Not to mention, once we're up and moving, the masks obviously limit the breathing. So we have to be careful with not only the activities we choose, but the time that we spend on these aerobic activities so that we're not wearing our students out. Even our veteran teachers, I'm sure, feel that this is new, much like the virtual learning that we did the past year and a half or so. It's new to all of us. So we'll continue to work through that. Hopefully our PDs have helped. Hopefully the time that you've spent talking to your colleagues have given you some ideas. And of course, I hope we are mask-free and back to somewhat normal very soon. So how has the pandemic changed your teaching? What are some things that you're doing differently now that you didn't do before? One of the things that came out of the response to COVID, I think, was something that I always wanted to do, was having resources that I could project up onto the screen so I could circulate through the room while I was teaching, and really the screen did the teaching. Now, I know that's not best practice day after day, but I always wanted to do that with rhythms and dance. I wanted to be able to put something up. The students could follow that, because my rhythm, I would mess them up before they mess me up. So why not have someone that's going to lead them correctly the entire time and keep them on beat? And then I could circulate around the room, help as needed, correct any behaviors as needed, and they just followed the projection up there. I know one of our good friends, Bob Russell, he did that with his thriller units, where they would just follow the PowerPoint and they would do the entire dance just following the PowerPoint. So hats off to Bob Russell. I hope he's enjoying his recent retirement. So that's it for today's topic. Our first new podcast. They will get better from here. I don't like listening to myself talk, but we're looking forward to having some guests and there'll be more conversations. I hope it's something that you, when you get the email about the new episodes, that you will log on and listen to and hopefully enjoy and give a different perspective, and helps you to relax and enjoy life a little bit outside of the four walls in our gymnasiums. But I must thank you for all your efforts, not only those of you that were here through the COVID response and the virtual learning. Thank you for all your efforts with that, but thank you for all your efforts this year, each and every one of you, to get the school year going, to help students kind of reacclimate to school and all addressing all their needs, helping them learn and enjoy movement and physical activity and understand the importance of it throughout their lives. You're the building blocks of that, and we thank you so much. Gratitude was our theme for this year. I know everyone in our office is grateful for your efforts and everything you have done, so thank you so much. Welcome to all our new teachers. Welcome to the new school year. As always, if any of you ever need anything, please do not hesitate to email us. We are here for you, whatever you need. Thank you for your efforts, and we look forward to some more podcasts and look forward to catching up with some of you. Hopefully we'll see you in person real soon. Thank you. Have a great school year and enjoy.